Good morning, world. We are the life motivators. We're the ones that come in here each day to give you the little knowledge of inspiration, of uplifting, of love from our hearts, to give you some new words and thought processes. Today, I want to start with just a little story of something within my life of how I shifted to be able to start bringing this to the table of the world. Many years ago, I've been following with a mentor and learning something new within my life of how I could redesign and create and go places that I wanted to go and do things that I have never done and experienced to get out of my way to know that I can go and do and accomplish anything once I put my mind to it, no matter what it was and where it was at. So with all those trainings and throughout life and through that time frame I was able to spend with him to regain more of the understanding of the vibrations that we all put off and the thought processes and how we speak to ourselves. I had to start forming new habits with the ways that I was treating myself and speaking to myself on a day-to-day basis. So what I was doing, as he explained it to me, as I was becoming a chain breaker. Being a chain breaker within my life is most people say, well, it's a curse within my family. We've always had this. There was a mind thought process that I had, but yet he was showing me how to get out of that thought process of knowing that what do I truly want within my life? Where do I want my life to go? Not them, but me, the physical form that I am in right here. So I had to get out of the process of the way I was thinking of myself because the way I was raised, and it was the process that my parents was raised in. So what did he do? He passed on what he was taught from his father. But I learned that I did not want to treat a female the way that I seen within my family. I did not want to be stuck at the jobby job for 40 freaking years and have nothing within life to show for it afterwards. And then not too long be broke down with their physical body to where they can't even really enjoy their life. I knew that I didn't want to treat my children the way I'd seen in my family. So what did I do? I started reshifting my processes and my way I was treating me and knowing that I got to start here first before I can go and treat my children right, before I could talk good to my. So I worked on myself as a young man before I even had my children. I worked on myself in this process to know that I can go through these trainings with mentorships and get myself into a better alignment of life and understanding of what's going on with these thought processes I'm having to make sure that I can stay in a better plane of being a better person each day. Some days did I get broke down by life? Yes. I've been through divorces. I've lost good friends. I've lost, family members. I've been in accidents. I've had things happen within my life just like everyone else within here. And that's why we call this life motivators, because we're all going through something. Those shoes, we've worn them out and we bought a new pair. We've worn those out again. We tied the strings around, we thrown them on the high line and we thrown on some more, or we went barefooted. Whatever we had to do, we kept moving forward in life. There's nobody in this screen that you have seen that are stuck. Now, were they at one time with a energy, but yet they were not. It was like the gears were wanting to turn, but just needed a little bit more oiling. And then once they figured out that it wasn't the gears that was holding them, it wasn't the gears that were broken, that was working fine. The mechanics within us was working fine. But what it was the chains that were holding us back from the past experiences that was holding us, that we kept holding in our mind. It was the past relationships that didn't work out that was still holding us with those chains that we weren't letting go. It was everything in that regret. It was all those chains right there. The way that people was teaching us how to do things, and we're wanting to move forward, but we can't. But start learning how to break those chains and knowing that it's not a family curse and it doesn't have to keep going on with you. Just know that that physical aspect that you think is, oh, it's a family curse, the way I look, we all was big size. No. What do you want to look like? Work on the way that you want to be. They didn't go to the gym. Maybe if you started going to the gym, that could change that physical appearance tremendously. And guess what? It could probably change that health aspect within you as well. And then before you know it, you stay dedicated with it, it's going to change that mental aspect. And before you know it, you're going to have a belief within you, knowing that you can accomplish anything that you want. So now you're working on your mind, body, and spirit on a day-to-day basis This isn't something that you're going to do as somebody that gets in and juices and then stops off on juicing. This isn't somebody who gives a New Year's resolution and 30 or 60 days later, they've already stopped it. When you want to break those chains, break them, get away from them, burn them, cut them in a bunch of freaking pieces. Do whatever you have to do to make sure they never rebond. Because the only way they rebond is when you start thinking about them again and you start holding that self-doubt to be more accountable than that knowledge and belief within yourself. When you start holding that regret and that fear and all of that more higher than you do the belief that you have within yourself, then you will have more chains form around you. But put that belief so strong within yourself that nothing else can ever form against you, and you know it because you have that protection on a day-to-day basis to know that you can flow within this life and this energy vibration that you have with this creative thoughts that you have, and you can move forward each day doing what you want. But when you just stand there, then all of a sudden you feel like you got roots start growing under your feet. No, I can't accomplish that. And, oh, I can't go any further in life. This is not happening to me. Why is it all piling on me? It's not. It's making you stronger as you go. The storms that come along is just making you stronger because you're not dead. You're still here. Now you know you're going to be able to handle the bigger situation that the Goliath that might be coming in front of you. Then you'll know you'll be able to knock them down and keep on rocking. Keep the energy flowing. Keep your vibrations high. Just know everything that you do within life, you already had the power. Now put the belief behind it. Once you put the belief behind the power that you already have within, nothing will stop you. No one will stop you. No one's opinions or judgments is going to be able to deter you. You're going to be able to rock it right on through. And you're going to be able to hold your head high. You're going to be able to look back with a smile at the end of that day and say, you know what? I got a lot accomplished. I feel good today. I feel good about my life and the places I'm going and things that I'm doing because it is bringing good energy and good vibrations and good love, good people, abundance that I never even thought was in my life. I'm now understanding what I truly have within my grasp right now. And I'm thankful for that. And that which is coming, I am thankful for it too. It's a good day to have a good day. Brother Julio, you got anything on that?
And I wasn't sure who you're going to pass the mic to, Thomas. You know, I love this is a good topic. I mean, let's keep it real. A lot of people are stuck, man. That's what you're talking about. To sum up everything Thomas said, man, people are stuck. You know, he got himself unstuck. You know, it took him a while. It took him a journey. It took him doing, you know, certain things and aspects. He learned himself. He learned his situation. You know, he learned how he was operating, things that he should be doing, things that he shouldn't be doing. You know, he dug down deep within himself. You know, but people are stuck, man. People are stuck and they don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to get out of the grind of 9 to 5. You know, they don't see possibility. You know, they don't see the more of life. People are stuck. They feel stuck in their relationships. There's certain people that are, you know, they're with somebody and then they feel stuck with that person. You know, some people they feel stuck, you know, and because of the financial debt that they're in. You know, there's other people that they feel stuck in. I mean, you name it. There's all kinds of difference. Let's keep it real. That's life. That's relatable to anybody. That topic right there, Thomas. You know, and I don't care who you are. At one point in time, you've had to felt that way, you know. And then you reference like the roots of a tree. Well, what you feel that weight, that would like something is weighing you down, something is holding you back, something is restricting you. That's still the concept of feeling stuck. You know, how do you get unstuck? You know, it's that's a good question for this morning. How do you get unstuck? That's for anybody, man. And it's what? It's consistency. It's practicing good habits. You know, it's learning yourself. Like if you have bad financial practices, well, start tracking how you're spending your money and cut out the BS to go, okay, all right, let me practice something smarter. You know, what I'm doing isn't working. So let me analyze it from a different perspective. Let me practice something different. because to do the same thing over and over again, and expect different results is what? Insanity. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell do you get unstuck? Well, I wish that I had the answer for you, my friend. But you're gonna have to dig down deep within yourself. We can tell you things on what's working for us or what's worked for us. You know, I'm still working a regular job, but you bet your ass that I am unstuck. I'm unstuck every day because no matter what, I'm carving time out of my day, carving time out of my life, you know, carving time out of my many jobs, maintaining family, having balance, you know, between everything, every aspect of life. I'm no different than anybody else on here. We're all from different walks of life, different states, different nations, different creeds, different cultures are represented here. We respect each and every person here. Nonetheless, we all go through this. There's so many aspects about us that are so many similar, that are a lot more similar than they are that are different. you know how the hell do you get unstuck? Guys, you have to practice something different. Live your life differently. you know Start noting your own life. It's that simple. Start noting your own life so you notice things that you didn't notice before, and then you're able to practice something different. You know, do you have the discipline, what it takes in order to build greater character within yourself? Because life is going to throw some stuff at you. Can you get unstuck? Can you operate in flow? Can you get in rhythm? Can you be in sync with what life is coming, giving you and throwing at you? There's opportunities in everyday situations. But if you feel stuck, then it's almost like you're doing this one. I'm not moving, guys, so that's why I'm covering my eyes. But I'm just saying, how the heck do you get unstuck? Think about it, person, sir, ma'am, whoever you are, person watching on YouTube, man. Think about that. How the heck do you get unstuck? Practice new habits. You know, you're a bit on the heavy side. All right. Well, cut out some sugar. Cut out some sugar. Eat less sweet. Start eating more natural. Stay away from meats. Better practices. Don't eat late. It's like some stuff is common sense. It's about, do you have the discipline within yourself in order to incorporate that into a lifestyle? Because Thomas, you're always talking about it. We're always talking about it. None of this can be, you said it a second ago, the whole juicing concept, where people try something for 90 days. They try something for a week, 2 weeks, couple days, and go, oh, it didn't work. No, that's not how you get unstuck. That's how people get into the same cycles. Every 3 months, every 90 days, they're back in the same situation. Why? Well, you stop practicing consistency. You stop doing something different. You know, what do you need to do? Examine yourself once again. To what? Instill the discipline within yourself. There's people like to talk about Americans. Let's just say sometimes they excessively joke about other cultures and aspects, but there's some aspects of other cultures that Americans make fun of, that if we applied it to our culture, man, we would explode. We would explode. When it comes to education, when it comes to teaching, when it comes to learning, when it comes to habits, when it comes to prayer,
Hell,
when it comes to every other aspect of life. I mean, think about it. Hey, man, we could all learn something from each other, man. How do you get unstuck? Think about it. I keep asking the question on purpose, so your brain could hear me telling you that throughout the day. How do I get unstuck? Ask yourself the questions that you need to ask, so you can have the answers that you need to have. I got that from Balaj. I got that from him. That's not me, but I took it and I ran with it. And I go, that makes so much freaking sense. Ask yourself the questions in life that you need to be asking so you can have the answers. Stop asking other people. Stop asking your mama, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, you know, your girlfriend, your neighbor from down the street, your boss. Who the hell knows better than you for your life? You do. The answers to all of your questions and everything lies within you, within who you are. Just saying. Love y'all, man.
yes.
Mic drop moment.
Boom.
Bam.
Just say it. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, that was a mic drop, Julio. Boom is right. And what you said, okay, this is pretty simple. I'll wrap this up in a couple minutes. You know, I like simple. Thomas, a couple of years ago, when I first met him, he had a post. I'm not sure if it was on his Facebook or one of his pages, if you're following, but it's a picture with hands breaking through a chain, right? And I always liked that picture. I always resonated with it. And it always was powerful to me because sometimes you're trying to break through the chains. It doesn't happen right away. It doesn't happen overnight. When Julio's saying, ask that question, here it is for you on a silver platter. Why? Why are you doing what you're doing? That's it. It has to be enough to motivate your butt, to get you out of bed every day, to be powerful enough to drive you to do it. And, you know, like some of us who are doing this business, some of us who are just tuning in for the morning motivation, maybe it was getting out of your job. Maybe you're off to that jobby job and you don't want to be there anymore. Maybe you don't want to be in the shackles of that anymore. Cool. Maybe you change your mind as you go along with this and you realize, like me, emergencies are going to happen. That is reality. You can be healthy and you can, you know, take care of yourself and you can do all the right things and show up for church and do all that. But emergencies are going to happen. And are you prepared? Right? Think of that today when you go about your day. Are your family, your loved ones, the people you care about, are you setting them up? Because that's your duty.
Very much so. That is our duty, to be able to take care of us and our loved ones and everything that we're doing within our life. Because when we've fulfilled our cup to a certain point, you know, what now? You know, so are you giving back? Are you doing something more? Are you teaching others? Are you showing them how to fish? Plain and simple. Are you teaching others how to fish? Because if we can show others how to do good things within their own selves, within their own lives, for themselves, as we teach or guide our children each day as we raise them, mine are already grown and gone, but I showed them how to cook breakfast. I showed them how to make sandwiches. I showed them how to go grocery shopping. I showed them how to wash their clothes. I showed them how to keep a clean home. I showed them how to have respect within themselves. I showed them how to love themselves. Showed them how to give the good energy as a respectful person to themselves before they even started their day. So that way I have nourished them and done the best that I could. What they take with it from there as a young man, there's nothing else I can do. It is their life. It is their energy. It's their vibration that he is going to flow with. But every day I'm thankful for the young man that both of my boys have become. You know, so I can say, hey, I've done my part. Thank you for giving me the energy at that time frame as they was being raised to be able to do the things that I was able to do for them and with them. So your life is only going to go to the places where you want them to be, but you need to make you happy, because we're not here trying to make others happy. You need to make you happy first. That's the whole goal point that we're talking about each day within here. Feel your life, give it the love, give it the energy. Then you'll see so much more happen within life that you truly love. So Miss Crystal is off braiding hair this morning. So are you ready and available, or are you going to pass this off this morning?
No, I don't have my book here, but I just wanted to kind of talk about, speaking, thinking, sharing your gratitude and your thankfulness, and some little things that I've done just kind of to show visuals, to remind myself. And it's not that I forget to be grateful or forget to be thankful, but sometimes just seeing a little post-it or something just to trigger a memory to make you stop and take a deep breath and say, okay, and I just wanted to show in each morning, and I've switched these up over time. But this is what I'm looking at every morning, doing my face and stuff. And I've got little post-its up here that just say, thank you, God, for another day. Today is a good day to have a good day. And this is one that I say to myself every morning, more than once, more than twice, that I love you. And that everything is perfect, no matter what's going on, no matter how stressed you are, everything is perfect. And just know that you are enough, and your efforts are enough, and everything is worth it. And another one that I shared yesterday in one of our groups, and then saw some people talking about it again, and it made me want to print it out. And this is a huge one. stop stopping yourself. And when I saw that one, it made me stop. And I was like, yeah, Crystal, stop stopping yourself, because we tend to do that a lot as we move out through our days, and each week passes and the month passes, and I can't believe it's the end of September almost already, and like where did the year go? And I kind of reflect back on how many times I stopped myself from moving forward and how often we do that. And so just stop stopping yourself. Let yourself go. Let yourself cry. Let yourself learn that lesson. You may consider it a fail, but it's a lesson learned, and it helps you grow inside. So just keep having faith within yourself, everybody, and put those reminders up. It's so encouraging to see those words. I put them up randomly for my daughter downstairs. She tends to seclude herself in her little dungeon, and so I put those little reminders up there so she knows that she's not alone. So do those for your loved ones. Do that for yourself, and be grateful and say thank you again today. Love you all.
Yes, thank you. It is powerful to be able to see those and speak them back to yourself every once in a while, to have those little reminders up, because you're not alone. But, stepping out of your own way, we put our self-limitations on ourselves sometimes. And that's where the chains come in, because we get a certain limitation of, we know what we can do. And then it gets to that point. It's like, well, what is stopping me? That daggum chain that you got around your waist, and it's tied to a brick wall back there that you built. Not going to let you go any further. So breaking those chains and running that path, or getting strong enough to start pulling that block. And then before long, you're going to be, I can't pull it no more. You don't never have to pull it to begin with. You're the one that started doing that. So release some of the baggage that you have within your life, called regrets, self-doubt, fear, anxiety, depression. Start setting that baggage on the side of the highway and drive off. Let it stay there in the middle of the desert. Bring it to Mojave Desert in the middle of the sunlight. Let the critters have it. Let it burn to death. Do what it's got to do.
I think Erykah Badu sang it the best. She's like, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. Yeah.
That's it, the bag lady. Yes, removing the baggage, removing the chains, being that different energy and vibration for your life. All right, we have stopped Miss Shannon from her staining, so we'll let her wrap up her affirmations with us this morning so she can jump on in here. Go ahead, girl.
Morning, everybody. So when you replace I can't, I'll never, and I'm not statements with affirmations, the chains of self-doubt and fear will break. So I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Today, my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. I have the power within me to break old destructive habits and to form new productive ones. I am fearless. I am brave. I am powerful. I am strong. I am grateful. I am blessed. Today, my life begins.
Today. And guess what? The sun will rise tomorrow and start all over again and say them all over again. And when you get up the next day, say those same affirmations again and start all over again. And what you get accomplished today, be thankful for what you get accomplished today. If you don't accomplish it, still say thank you, and I'll get to it tomorrow. Go to sleep with a warm heart, a loving heart, and know that nothing is going to stop you. You will be able to accomplish that you desire and you want to move forward to. Enjoy your life. We'll see you all tomorrow.